Hey y'all, today I'm going to jump in old Smokey here, go for a ride to Jimmy Allred's Twisted Metal Garage and do a check-in on Todd's Studebaker gasser project. Y'all come along with me. It's not a big, huge shop, but it is cram-packed full of tools and cool stuff on the walls. Let's go in. Right here is Mad Myrtle. This is a 53 Chevy, and it is packed with horsepower. Nice patina ride. One of my favorite features of this car is that front bumper. You recognize that? That is two Camaro bumpers cut and modified and shaped to fit. Nice upholstered seats. Leather wrapped steering wheel. And this is really cool. It's a Muncie 4-speed. Check out that gear shift knob. That is a doorknob off the old Cincinnati Club in Ohio. I like that winged wheel right there. Pretty cool. This car's got a full race chassis underneath it. Interesting use of the old gas filler door right here. And it's been the gas fill's been relocated here. And it's got engraved Mad Myrtle right there. Just some really outstanding work on this car. Over here we got a nice 66 Mustang coupe. All kinds of cool bikes hanging around here. Some nice memorabilia on the walls. Everywhere you look in this shop, there's something cool. Antique scooters up there. Now let's walk into the fabrication room over here. What's up, guys?
So much.
What are we working on today?
Well,
A little bit of everything?
a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Looks like a full-blown race car here. Cubic dollars, is that what you said? That's cool, man. So it looks like you got a new addition here to the shop.
Yeah, that's my right-hand man.
CNC plasma cutter.
Yes, sir.
Looks like you got all the tools to get the job done. This is a very cool shop. So where's the Studebaker?
We're about to swap it out right here in just a little bit. About to bring the Studebaker in and start it on rear suspension.
So you're gonna put it in this slot here?
Yeah, that car is pretty close to being finished up. Just a couple of header tubes left on it.
So you're doing the headers on it?
Yeah, doing a Fuel Tech 600 system, and I'm sorry, a 550 on that one. That one's got a 550 on it instead of the 600.
A Fuel Tech, you said?
Fuel Tech, yeah.
How many cubic inches is this, Jim?
His new motor is going to be, I think, I hate to quoted maybe 550, I think. It's being built by Ray Barton.
Oh, cool.
And how much is he spraying approximately?
He was probably about 400 on that motor before.
And he's gonna race this in what?
NMCA.
NMCA.
Yep.
Cool.
Shayna's got me by the rear end. I wish my front end was that wide.
Now, is this what you're gonna run on it?
It's debatable. Those are radials. I'd rather not run radials because I just had them.
Yeah.
Those are 28. We're actually going to try to run a 28, 5, 10, 5, 15. Just a straight drag split.
Good enough.
So looks like we've got the front end in since last time.
Yeah, we've got one small thing we've got to go back and change, but other than that, yeah, it's pretty much in there.
That's looking good. What's gonna have that gasser stance, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Jenny did a great job on the front end installation, putting everything in.
Oh, gotta open it from inside.
The rod is
Like the steering column.
yeah. Jenny Twisted Metal does those also.
Okay, so he made that in the house, huh?
Yeah, that's one of his specialties. You talked to him about it, but he does a lot of steering columns, custom cars, race cars.
Got the quick release on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Cool.
We left it long till we determined exactly where the driver's seat's going to have to be, and that'll probably be partially determined by the roll cage.
Is this what you're running up front? Tires, wheels and tires?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Those are actually 65 vintage Keystones. They've got a 1965 tag on them.
I think I was with you when you bought
That's
those.
right. That's what it was, the Dayton swap meet, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I see what.
We picked those up at the Hot Rod Hoarders swap meet in Dayton, Tennessee.
Sorry.
Yeah, what we got here?
Those are Ron Pope Motorsports ladder bars. We have to run ladder bar rear suspension. So it's state of the art for 1967.
Old school. Now, what's the year cutoff they've got on the tech on those?
1967. All bodies have to be 67 or before. So nothing newer. The rules are essentially set in 1967.
So no electronic ignition.
Nope.
No fancy wheels.
No, the wheels, they have an approved list of wheels. It essentially has to be an exact copy of the wheel that was existing then, or it has to be a vintage wheel. Obviously, there are some safety issues there, but a lot of people are actually finding and purchasing real Allred magnesium wheels. That's the one that, people want.
Yeah.
But no, they're very, very strict on the rules, being not just imitating 1967. It is 1967.
Authentic, yeah,
Yes.
authentic. So, and this is what's the Southeast?
Southeast
Gassers.
Gassers, SEGH. Quayne Stott, he's a well-known pro mod racer, raced pro mod for many years. I think he was two-time world champion in pro mod. And he set out with one gasser, and a friend of his had a gasser, and they decided to race each other. And then old people like myself had the old gassers, saw it, and said, "Hey, that's the way to go." So now there's just these cars are being built. They're coming out of the woodwork. They've got a race coming up at Shady Side where they think they're going to have 100 entries for the race. All 4-speed, wheels up, first to the finish line.
What's the first race of the year?
That was last week at Holt, Florida. Then I think the next one is, it's up at Shelby, North Carolina is the next one.
And they got one coming up in Knoxville, Tennessee, correct?
Knoxville will be in September at Knoxville Dragway.
Okay.
And then we have London, Kentucky is going to be another close race, close to us here in June.
Yeah.
And so
you're shooting for Knoxville, September?
I'm shooting for London, Kentucky, but the chances of making it are pretty slim.
Yeah.
But my drop dead race is absolutely, I want to absolutely be at Knoxville in September. I would rather have some runs on the car before then, but it's Lord willing, and if the money's there and the time's there and everything, we'll get done. It'll get done when it's supposed to.
Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
That's it.
And this is the rear end?
Yep, 9-inch Ford. We have a Mosier spool. We have a new 567 gear, so we're going to be pulling a good bit of gear.
And this is out of a...
This is a Ford station wagon.
Any idea what year?
I think it's mid-late 60s, I believe. Wayne Smith over at Wartburg, Tennessee was good enough to furnish me with that. We're kind of working in partnership. He's building a 58 Volvo with a Pontiac Slant 4. So we're going to be...
That's unusual.
Yeah, it's different all the way around. So we're going to be each other's competition, but Wayne and I have got to know each other pretty well, and we're kind of working in partnership and trying to help each other as much as possible.
That's what it's all about.
That's it.
Tell me about the front end. What is it?
This is a complete Ron Pope Motorsports, a straight axle, RPM. He's out of Kodak, Tennessee. Ron does, he builds the axles, makes a lot of the parts, but he also uses quite a few Speedway Motors components. And Zach Hall out of Tri-Cities, one of the other gasser racers, turned me on to Ron with this stuff. And the good thing about Ron is you can just drive there, and he's good about any problem you have. He'll help you out, and he's very knowledgeable. So it's RPM, or Ron Pope Motorsports at Kodak, Tennessee.
Look what I found outside here. Man, is that not going to be a fun project? Oh, I could just see myself tooling down the road in that thing. So what's the plans with this thing, Jimmy?
Well, it's got a flathead 6-cylinder in it, and me and my dad rebuilt the motor here a while back, and we never got to finish it. But it's got a 24-volt system on it, and they're kind of complicated to get everything up and running, and the distributor's kind of messed up on it, so we maybe kicking the idea around. Keith, God rest his soul, he wanted to keep it original, but we might wind up putting a Cummins in it. It's kind of the plan.
I think that's the route you need to go.
Yeah. He's probably grinning at me right now because he knows I don't leave anything alone, but yeah.
Well, we live to modify, don't we?
That's right, we live to modify. Yep. But it's a cool truck, and me and him bought it together, and it'll probably stay in the family forever. So.
This thing needs to be back on the road. I can't wait to see that. That is awesome. What year would this be?
That was a, gosh, I don't even remember now. It's in the 40s, I know.
Yeah, got the military lights on it.
Yeah, this thing actually, if anybody knows the up on the Renegade Mountain, it was one of the fire trucks up there on Renegade Mountain for years. Yeah, so yeah.
That's awesome. I love finding out the history on stuff like this.
Yeah.
And when it's got some local history to it, that's even better.
Yep. Yeah, it was up there for years, and then, like I said, it needs to be back alive again for sure.
It does. It does. So there you go, guys. There's an update on the Gasser Stude. Until next time, y'all get out there and build something.